Probably not wrong.
Little by little, I'm like, oh, no, I'm gonna take that out. And then Dave, that would here, right above our feet.
Just actually add it, sure.
Yeah, our leak many years ago.
Yeah, so
so
don't
we fixed
know
it,
that,
we have to fix it. And so I said, well, I'll just
You
leave
can have
all
like a separate
my
parking lot,
stuff
we don't even
put
walk by the
away,
house.
and I won't put nothing up of it.
That I would not have.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go back
So he promised me he's gonna do it when I'm gone at that Wednesday. He said, I'll do it, then I'll.
That's
Is it, there a reason why you just to fill a chair or
That's where
for
we
the
were.
phone? That's the whole thing. Looks are everything. Appearances.
But we're coming back.
You know, before the next meeting, I'm gonna get my chair back.
Had fun.
I don't know where it is. Do you have a key? You guys get me a nice chair.
In my office.
It's stumpy thing.
You want it open on the
It's
spot?
okay, fine, if that's the way they want it, fine.
Do you want me to go grab my keys? Do you want me to go grab my keys?
And I put you in it.
Really?
I will do that. Would you like me to do that for you?
Is it in there?
Noah, do you have your keys on you or Pam? Cause I'm sure they've got a,
They're in my office.
I, mine are too. Apparently, we're very trusting. We all just left our keys sitting
Yeah.
there.
Check over and.
Maybe that's what.
Yeah, there's my jail check. It was only, I can't believe how cheap it is, I was expecting it to be more.
I thought it was for me, I was wrong.
And then match your project. I didn't feel like it was gonna be more. I need to get away from black.
Really, $100 more?
Everybody else is, it was more flat. Wait, total? You changed up the universe and everything? Wow. Because we got $100. See, I never worked in real estate.
I thought it was $100 more.
I would have worked.
And you have her uniform, right? Turned it into Mary Jo, like,
Yes.
I don't know if it was before or after that message. Oh, weird, that is so cheap. I feel like last year we paid, I know we had more tournaments, but.
I think last year you weren't covered under the scholarship either, because you didn't put that out on that.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't very.
We are willing to pay more, I can donate.
I mean, kind of with the numbers.
We're up and recording.
That'd be.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's nobody.
They asked for an extra zero after that? or-
Right?
Shirley's offer.
A little bit on the weekend. Yeah.
You can have it.
You
get some.
And
you can have
I know you're taller than me, but this is big for us.
That is funny. What is that? Is that the broken chair?
No, I take this one and then
It's a stub.
we'll move on out to the audience. Sure.
No. That's the one in the auction.
Auditors probably.
Oh, auction it off. Thank you, Superintendent Purple.
You're welcome.
Alright, it's that.
Stole it, yeah, they just walked out.
Okay, everybody ready?
Ready. Ready.
Big agenda, small time. Call to order the regular meeting of the Chisholm Independent School District 695, Chisholm, Minnesota. Pam, can you take roll call, please?
Director Karati Simon.
Here.
Director Lappy.
Here.
Director Raha.
Here.
Director Randa Sauter.
Here.
Director Rice.
Here.
Chair Casey.
Here, thank you. The next order of business would be approve the agenda. However, there are some additions and changes to that. Under personnel number 8. So we will add item D. Hire Christine Olson to 1.0 FTE equivalent. Comprised of 0.4 science and 0.4 homebound instruction.
I should say 0.6 seconds.
Did I say, what's it?
I think you said 0.4, but that could have just
I
been.
said 0.4 science.
Science, okay.
That's what Kelly Bundy says. And 0.4 science position and 0.6 homebound instruction. And also a change on personnel number A. approving the salary update for Elizabeth Carroll from, it should say level 2, step 1 to level 2, step 3, assistant boys swim coach.
Level 3, step
No,
1.
level 2. Level 2, step 1 to level 2, step 3.
Gotcha.
Okay. And on the consent agenda, let's see, we had that under the consent agenda, did we not? Ed Simon and Dave Banner.
Yes.
We are removing David Hammer and Ed Simon from the consent agenda as volunteer coaches. And that's just because they haven't gotten the required paperwork in. So with those changes, then I would like to entertain approval of the agenda.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Director Lamb-Sauder,
Or
support by Director Raha. Any other discussions or any discussion, changes, additions, subtractions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. At this time, we will recess the regular school board meeting to enter into our reorganizational meeting. Can I get a motion for that?
all motion.
Support.
Motion by Director Raha, support by Director Lappy. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Time is 5:05.
5:05, thank you. Okay, entering into our reorganizational meeting of the School Board of Independent School District 695, Chisholm, Minnesota. Just need to approve the reorganizational agenda, and I think you have some additions that were set in front of you. Is that correct, Pam? Did they all get the additions?
I actually added it to their packets.
Oh, you did, okay,
It's already in.
okay.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Director Crowdy Simon,
Support.
support by Director Rice. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And being that we only do this once a year, if I happen to slip up and make a mistake, I'm more than happy to be corrected. At this time, I would call for nominations to elect a board chair.
Mr. Chair, I would recommend, I would ask that we keep all the officers the same.
I would support that.
Motion by Director Raha, support by Director Lamb-Sauder, to keep all board members the same. This would include the board chair, the clerk, the treasurer, the pro temp chair, pro temp treasurer, pro temp clerk. Are you also recommending representative to committees?
No,
Okay.
just officers.
Just officers.
Okay. Call for nominations on any of the board positions. Second request for nominations on any of the positions. Final request for nominations of any of the positions. Hearing none. All positions will remain the same.
Can we just for notes of for our meeting, can we name who those would
Sure.
also still be?
That's a good
Do
question.
you want me to do that? Okay, so elect board chair would be Mark Casey. Elect clerk is me.
Rhonda Sauter.
Treasurer is Rice, correct?
Yep.
Pro tem chair is Karate Simon. Pro tem treasurer is Bob. And pro tem clerk is Lappy.
Okay, moving forward.
Yeah, like, good call.
I'm glad you're.
I remembered.
I don't think anybody wants to change.
Item G, set the salaries of the board members. My suggestion is to remain the same also.
I make that motion.
Motion by
support
Director Crowdy Simon, supported by Director Raha to keep the same. Any discussion?
Wait, you guys getting paid? No, I'm just kidding.
Always one in the crowd.
Hearing no further discussion or questions, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And you guys know what those salaries are? We don't have to announce them? Because I don't actually know.
Item H, looking for approval to keep Mesabi Tribune as the official newspaper of the school district.
Motion, oh.
Support.
Motion by Crowdy Simon. Support by Director Lappy, is that correct?
Yep. Yes.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item I, set dates and times of our school board meetings. Again, my suggestion is to keep as is, second and fourth Mondays of the month at 5 p.m. in the, we'll just call it boardroom now because we don't,
It's
Yeah.
eventually moving to
Yeah.
the boardroom. Yep.
different boardroom. Should a holiday fall on one of those days, we will move it to the next applicable date.
Mhm.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support it.
Motion by Karate Simon. Support by Rhonda Sauter. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item J, approve the business manager authorization to prepay certain claims to take advantage of discounts.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support it.
Support by Director Rice. Or who made the motion?
Jeff.
Motion by Director Karati Simon. And support by Director Rice.
Yep.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item K, approve the business manager to be authorized to make payments for electronic funds transfer.
I'll motion.
Motion by Director Raha. Support by Director Karati Simon.
Do either of those need to be a resolution? I thought they needed roll call resolution.
Yeah, I typed out a resolution,
Did you?
because we thought that they needed one.
Oh. Yep, I just see both of them.
Then it
Says
should
you have.
have,
This is the first time I see
Okay.
then those actually should have been together then.
Derek, well, there's two
So-
separate resolutions actually.
I only have one.
No, you do, it's just different type.
Oh, they're not the same. No,
Yeah.
both of them are on this resolution. Resolution authorizing the payment of certain claims and resolution to make payments through electronic funds are both on this one.
Okay, there's this
So
one
we
too,
need-
is a delegation of authority to make electronic fund transfers here.
That would be L. Designate your district depository.
No, we'll do that next.
Okay.
Not sure.
We gotta get them to approve it before we can tell them what depositories to put them in.
So just
And
go
just
back to
nod if you're
J.
okay.
Board, let
J
me,
and K.
let me jump back and we will combine items J and K as resolution number 26-01-05. And the resolution is accepting authorizing the payment of certain claims prior to board approval and resolution to make payments through electronic funds transfer. And we had a motion by Director Crowdy-Simon. Do you want to?
Oh, yeah, I make a motion to approve both, or to call for a resolution of the business manager authorization to prepay certain
Okay.
claims and to be authorized to make payments through electronic funds transfer.
And Director Rice, did you still want to keep your support?
Yes.
Any discussion? Pam, would you take roll call, please?
Director Casey,
Yes.
Director Karati Simon,
Yes.
Director Lapi,
Yes.
Director Raha,
Yes.
Director Randasada,
Yes.
Director Rice.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
I said, nod.
Item L is to designate our district depositories, and I have written a few down here because we have a number of them, especially with the change of First National Bank. So I have Park State Bank, PMA Fund, National Bank of Commerce, and Hibbing and Superior. And you said there was
Minnesota Liquid Asset Fund,
also Liquid Asset Fund,
Old National Bank.
Old National Bank. You might want to explain that one because that one was a new one to me.
Yeah, they just purchased Bremer, and that is who ARC works with to process our payroll files. And then the last one would be Robert W. Baird and Company. That we work with. I mean, they would handle some banking type transactions, for us in bonding situations.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Director Crowdy-Simon.
I'll support it.
One other thing I'd like to add if possible. Also approving the resolution for the district depositories, could we add a line and authorize the business manager as an authorized signer on the accounts? Would that be?
Yes, we can amend that motion. So we do that? Oh, that's
Yeah, we
okay,
could,
perfect.
yeah.
Okay, authorized signer. I'll amend my motion to include and the business manager be an authorized signer.
I would support that.
Okay.
And then is this a resolution? Is it one of these or is this like three?
I don't see another resolution.
No, that's that one.
That's different. Oh, that's it's like a duplicate of this one that we got put together.
Seeing no resolution before us. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item M is designate legal counsel. We have used Squires, Walsberger, Mace of Minneapolis. And we also have used Colissimo, Patchen, Kearney, and Brunfeld in the past. That's who we had as designates last year.
So I know that Classo Patchen, Brunfeld is combining they're combining their law office with Cope and Peterson. It's gonna be Cope, Legal Group, I think. And that was as of January 1st. So I don't know if they're still doing, I don't know if it'd be a conflict, but I don't know if they're still doing, school law. It would just be, we'd probably wanna reach out to them.
Okay.
Can we approve it with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can, yeah, just so you know, they have that office name
Just
will no
double
longer
checking.
be.
I
Yeah,
think they would have reached out.
Fortunately, we haven't used either firm a whole lot.
knock on wood.
Just, yeah. I saw that we used a Walsberger firm once maybe,
Right.
you know, and I have no objection to them whatsoever, and they've been fine.
I would make a motion.
Motion by Director Randa Sauter,
I'll support.
I'll support.
support by Director Aha. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item N, representatives to the Athletics/Activities Committee, which includes, believe the Minnesota State High School League. That was Director Raha and myself.
Would you guys like to still do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would nominate, Bob and Mark to be on that committee.
Thank you so much.
I would support that.
Motion by Director Karati Simon, support by Director Randa Sauter. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item O, representative to Community Ed Advisory Council.
That's Shelley.
I'll keep doing it.
Or nominate Shelley.
Motion by Director Karati
I'll
Simon,
support.
support by Director Raha. Keep Director Lappy as our Community Ed Advisory Council. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item P, representatives to Title I Parent Advisory and Comprehensive Achievement and Civic Readiness Committee.
It was me.
Or is it you, Shelley?
We've never once met, but I'm on it.
We had Director Sauter and Director Rice were also on the comprehensive achievement, and because they're so limited,
Yeah.
we did combine them, so I don't
Oh, that's
know.
why they're combined.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You were
Yes,
Title
I
I,
am
that's
on
right,
that.
'cause you were on the other one.
Yeah.
I know you guys just
And
ordered
they
on it,
just
that's
re,
all.
they just changed the name.
Yes, so they changed
It
it
used
from
to be
World Best
called
Work.
World Best Workforce, and you're on that one too. But now we only need 2 on that. I would still be, I'd still do it.
You still wanna do it?
Yeah.
So nominate Danielle and Cindy?
Motion by Director Raha,
Yes.
Support.
support by Director Lappy. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item Q, representatives to the Finance/Construction Committee.
I think you're on that, right?
Yeah,
Casey.
I'm on that,
And,
and Mr. Raha.
I'd nominate to keep them.
Yeah, I recommend keeping them for during this whole construction thing.
Motion by Director Randa Sauter, support by Director Rice. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item R, representatives to the Policy Committee.
Cindy and I, wasn't it?
Yeah. But you guys have made it so much easier
You
for
have.
us, oh my goodness. I mean, I still read them, but it's so much easier to see that, yeah, somebody keeping track of them, it's so much easier.
I would nominate Rice and Lappy.
Motion by
stand there.
Director Randa
I'll
Sauter,
support that.
support by Director Raha. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item S, representative to Edmin Negotiations Committee. I think that's you and
I would nominate keeping you guys there.
You got an extra pencil up there?
I. Motion by Director Randa Sauter,
Support.
support by Director Lappy. Keep Directors Karati Simon and Casey on the Edmin Negotiating Committee. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item T, representative to the AFSCME Negotiating Committee. That is also Jackie and Cindy, I believe.
Mhm. Nominate you to stay on that committee. I would support that.
Motion by Director Lappy, support by Director Crowdy Simon. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, motion carries.
I'm sorry, who's second?
Danielle.
Danielle.
Me.
Item U, representatives to the at-will / administrative negotiations committee.
That's you and I.
I'd be willing to give it up if somebody else.
I'll stay. I mean, I could jump on, sure.
There you go.
Yeah, you did that one.
I thought I was on there. In the past, so.
Yeah, time, yeah. You and I
I'll,
were both on
I'll make that
yeah.
motion to nominate Shelley and Danielle.
And motion by Director Crowdy Simon, support by Director Rice. That's Director Lappy and Director Randall. Is that correct?
Can I ask, I mean, I can even do it, but can I ask that we, at one point, when I was on the board, I don't remember how many years ago, we got kind of like a little laminated with these and who's on that, to just kind of reference back to if we could get that. It doesn't have to be laminated, but.
Oh, you're gonna
Now
want it
it's going to be
laminated.
It was on a blue paper laminated, cause I always look at it in my office.
Yeah.
And as usual with all these negotiation committees, the board as a whole will probably go into closed session prior to and during to discuss how that's proceeding. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Motion to adjourn the reorganizational meeting.
All motion.
Motion by Director Raha,
Support.
support by Director Lappy. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Time is 5:25. Motion to reconvene.
So made.
Or
Time is 5:26.
Motion by Director Crowdy Simon, support by Director Raha, is that correct?
Yes.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Time is still 5:26.
Back into our regular meeting, item 4, public comment. Nobody? Item 5, recognition of guests and visitors. Nobody again?
They're just staring at us.
Yeah.
Making us so
I mean, I'm bad with you, but.
Well, we'll give you the time. We'll give you the time to talk if you want. Item 6, approval of the consent agenda. We have a few items on here. The consent agenda consists of minutes of the December 15th, 2025 special meeting, minutes of the December 29th, 2025 audit meeting, payroll end report for December 2025 in the amount of $714,365.44. Accounts payable end reports for December 2025 in the amount of $2,010,039.69. Approval of the substitute rates at $19 an hour for secretarial clerical, $18 for custodians, $17 for paraprofessionals, and $140 per day for teachers. Approve meal and incidental expense rates, federal mileage rate at that's gone up.
It just went up.
.725 per mile, $11 for breakfast, $13 for lunch, $19 for dinner, Meals and miles must be itemized, and meals are only paid if an employee is traveling more than 35 miles away from their primary workstation, which is here. Reimbursement, item G, reimbursement for the Career Exploration Program funded by IRRR in the amount of $555.81 for a CNA trip to attend Discover Healthcare. 80K teacher grant in the amount of $233.96 for reading groups. The approval of Chelsea Schmitz to enroll in the Master of Arts in Early Childhood Education at Concordia University, St. Paul. Approve Peyton Worley to enroll at Colorado State Pueblo to take 2 additional graduate courses, mathematical mindsets and strategies to reverse underachievement. Lane change for Brady Boehm from step 5 lane B to step 5 lane D. Approve Ken Pearson as volunteer boys basketball coach. Excuse me. For the 2025-2026 basketball season. Approve Tom Pescuzzi as volunteers basketball coach, 2025-2026 basketball season. Approve David.
No.
Yes,
Yeah,
there were 2.
David Kopp and James Bucad as volunteer elementary boys basketball coaches for the 2025-2026 basketball season. Item O, approve Eric Oberg, Lawrence Oberg, and Preston Perkovich as volunteer elementary girls basketball coaches for the 2025-2026 basketball season.
Motion.
I'll support.
Motion by Director Lappy, support by Director Raha. And as a reminder, as we go through the consent agenda, the board can make a motion to pull items to discuss. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 7, reports. Superintendent Perkovich.
Thank you. Welcome back. Chair Casey. Just wanted to celebrate a couple of things. One, I'm glad that AD Baki is in the room. I sent him a kudos already this weekend, but there is a lot of love out in the community right now for bringing back Saturday basketball. And so just kudos on making that happen. That's a big deal. And so that is what builds our basketball program. So take your littles out to the adult games or the high school games. We've got girls basketball tonight and Friday. We've got boys basketball at home on Thursday. But if you bring the littles there to get excited, they're gonna take a little bit more kind of
Gets them all
energy.
pumped up.
Yeah, they'll get some pumped up. I also wanted to just shout out a couple of things that are happening at the high school just because we haven't had our principals in for a little bit. Youth in Action right before holiday break was out at the Heritage Manor. So that goes right along with our school strategic plan that talks about building community and kind of cross-community connections. And so they went to the Heritage Manor and made cookies with a lot of the residents there. So that was well received. So some service learning for them. And of course, just a fun activity that's coming up. Wednesday is mock trial. We don't hear a lot about mock trial because it doesn't happen a ton. But there's a mock trial event on Wednesday in Duluth and a swim meet on Thursday at home as well. So lots of activities as we kind of gear back up into 2026. Couple of other updates. In the construction world and transportation world, we want to remind everybody that there's a public bid opening on Thursday. So Thursday is the public bid opening for the next phase of projects, which is the roof repair and some additional window repair. So that public bid opening happens Thursday afternoon in the auditorium.
Yeah, roof repair on the high school?
That is roof repair on the high school, yes. I believe both are funded through IRRB funds.
Okay.
We spent most of the holiday break doing an immense amount of transportation maintenance. So we have 9 buses. All 9 buses received oil changes, filters, and basic servicing. And all 9 buses also received some repairs in different areas that needed repairs through each of those. We worked with Ascendants for the most part. They're the old Scoobics. Yeah, no, I did not do that. I did not do that. All I did was tell them which bus to bring over. We did bring some vans to Chisholm Tire. So I was a little bit more instrumental in that one for you. But we did bring 4 vans in and they all got new tires. And so this is because we've had some turnover in the transportation director position. Maintenance, we wanted to make sure we were getting it right. We wanted to make sure that safety was our #1 priority. So we kind of dropped everything and made sure that all of those buses and those vans were good to go. We do have van and bus inspections scheduled for end of January, where the state inspectors come in, they go through the entire fleet. If there are deficiencies, they can take them straight out of the fleet use for the day, and so we wanted to make sure that that did not happen to any of our buses. So that work is just about done. The only thing left that we have to do is kind of make sure the outside and the inside are washed and cleaned and ready for 2026, and that's coming up this week. So thanks to all the guys and the gals that made that happen over the last couple of days. From an academic standpoint, you probably saw an email come out today. So MTSS, which again stands for Multi-Tiered Systems of Supports. It's basically your overarching system plan that if you get your systems right at the top, that down here where the boots are on the ground, that we see that student achievement increase. And so this year's focus, just because we have a ton of new leadership, is making sure that we're looking at synergy teams, which is just a fancy way of saying a bunch of different teams that are happening, but they all work in conjunction with each other. So instead of this team over here doing something and this team, and they're not talking, all members of those teams have a representative on the district leadership team to make sure that there's some bi-directional communication that's happening. So you probably saw that go out. We're actively recruiting. So if you're not on a committee yet, our guests in the back, we would highly encourage you to pick a committee and join one of those committees and help the district grow. We're working through that. A couple of the extras that we wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of. A kudos to Mr. Freitas. I don't know if he's at, but he was selected to play at the Pasadena Tournament of
It
Roses.
wasn't on there very long. It was like
That's all right.
2 seconds, I'm like.
But there is pictures.
There's pictures of it. Which
Good.
should motivate our musicians in the area to say, I can do this too. You know, it's not our zip code that's defining where they can showcase their talents. If Mr. Freitas can get there, so can they. And so we're hoping that that boosts a little bit of enrollment in our music programs. Reminder to some families that the school transition is on a little bit of a delay. And so that notice did go out. It is now March 2nd and 3rd and 4th that are off of school. So we'll just keep doing those reminders to make sure people are aware. January 19th is another day to kind of keep on your calendar because January 19th is another non-student day. That's our next workshop day for our staff. The primary focus of that day is really talking about the functions of behavior and that every single action has cause, has root cause to it, and understanding what those are helps us in school discipline, positive behavior interventions and things like that. So we'll be working through that. And then of course, there's a lot of conversation about the Hidden Collaboration meeting. The agenda is not out, is not public yet. We're still working through what that agenda will look like. There's some changes happening in the Hidden District. And so we just want to make sure that everybody that needs to be at that table is available, but that is still scheduled for January 21st. And so keep that date on your calendar.
What time is that again, if you want to come?
I believe it's
9 to 1.
9 to 1. We believe that the meeting is technically about 9 to noon, with a catered lunch from 12 to 1, to try to do some team bonding between the two districts.
And that is that.
I'm waiting to hear back from the Hibbing superintendent, but I believe it's at the Discovery Center. And then kind of last updates, I know you like to hear about enrollment. So starting today, we're at dead even of last year. 709 students enrolled pre-K-12, which is the exact number we ended the year with last year. And preschool and ECFE registration is open for next year. That went live. So hopefully this new facility and kind of the direction and the energy of the district, hopefully we enroll quite a few more kiddos. So if you have any littles, Time to go. Any questions for me?
How's the transportation been going?
The transportation, I'm very, very happy that that's almost off my plate. It is an immense amount of time, but we did hire Ryan Bennett a few meetings ago, as you recall, so Ryan's really versed in making sure that our transportation routes as far as sports are ready to go, sports and activities. She's working through each of the routes right now and getting those updated, and has really worked through that work order system and is getting that in place too. There's still a lot of pieces to learn, but she's picking up pretty quickly and
Is somebody going into her then, or?
right now, so we kind of swapped duties. I was doing the transportation, and she was doing attendance, and now some of that coordination has come back to myself and the two principals, which is a manageable thing to consider.
Any other questions for the superintendent? Thank you. Mr. Vaki, anything?
It's
I
okay to
always
say
have a
no.
bunch of stuff. Just a matter of how much you want me to talk about. I'll just note a couple things. Thank you for announcing our schedule this week. The swim meet is actually Tuesday though, tomorrow. Basketball, girls basketball tonight, boys swimming tomorrow, boys basketball Thursday, and
Is
girls
swimming at
basketball
Wasabi East tomorrow?
Friday. No, it's home against International Falls.
Thursday, we're at South.
Thursday, they're at Wasabi East, yeah. But we have a ton of home events in January. We are packed. I just, for whatever reason, that's the way it worked out this year. There's only 1 week, I think, where we don't have less than 3 home events, in January. So busy month for us, which is good because we can showcase our new building, which I'm happy about. Other than that, getting back into the swing of things, I'll also add a little bit. We did actually enroll 2 new students today at the high school. So
We're
plus-
up, we're up.
Plus 2, yeah. I just learned that as I was leaving the school today.
Thanks.
But from an athletic standpoint, our numbers are staying consistent. You never know after the break, but consistent, and coaches are working through break. And we have a new staff on the boys' side, so they're learning and getting their feet wet. And I'm happy with where things are at. Our girls' basketball team is quite good this year, so we'll hope that they make a good run at the end of the year. And our swimming team is doing well. They won their first meet, capable of winning again tomorrow, from what I'm hearing. Ms. Carroll is a great addition to our boys swimming coaching staff. So kudos to her. Sorry about my mistake that I made that you guys have to approve tonight, hopefully. But that was just a clerical error on my part, so I apologize for that. Otherwise, she mentioned mock trial. It's good to mention activities. One act play is January 24th at Cherry. That'll be their subsection. If they make it past subsection, the following Friday, the 30th, I believe it is, would be the section meet at 2 Harbors. So that's coming too, and that's probably about it for now. Unless you have questions for me.
Any questions for Mr. Vaki?
All right.
Thank you. Ms. Carroll, did you have anything?
No, I got to meet your brother Jerry though. I said to him, I am so lucky because
And
not
she's
only
still
I told
here.
Jerry that I work with Barb's my para in my classroom, I said, just love your family. Just so you know. So I was raving about y'all to Jerry.
Jerry didn't talk too much, did he?
No, I'm sure not.
So.
Oh, my.
Moving on.
I felt, last couple swim meets, I felt honored because he really, it's just, the one thing that I'm not from Chisholm, but the longer I'm here, I've been here almost 6 years now. And the only thing I'll say is that I just am so humbled by, just Jerry's take on seeing the history of all the fathers and parents that he knew of our kids that are swimming and their grandparents and talking about that, it's just, it's really amazing. So I'm just humbled every time because I've been meeting such amazing people. So that's all.
Thank you. Item 8, personnel. After that, were we supposed to go with approve the salary update for Elizabeth Carroll from a level 2, step 1 to a level 2, step 3, assistant boys swim coach.
I'll motion.
Motion by Director Raha,
I support it.
support by Director Fry Simon. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item B, approve the 2025-2026 certified staff seniority list. This is an annual thing that we have to do every year.
So made.
Motion by Director Lappy,
I'll support.
support by Director Randall. Any discussion? I'm just gonna ask, as the superintendent, union looked at it, and they're good, and
Mark, I think I was supposed to have a 2025-26. Is that correct? Or was I?
You did.
You did.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you talked about the header.
Oh,
You did.
never mind, I wrote it wrong here. Okay, I'm catching myself.
No, I said you did, you had on top of
Okay.
25.
hearing no further discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item C, approve the 2025-2026 non-certified staff seniority list.
I'll motion.
Motion by Director Raha,
Support.
support by Director Lappy. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item D, hiring Christine Olson to a 1.0 FTE comprised of a 0.4 science and a 0.6 homebound teaching.
So made.
Motion by Director Lappy,
Support.
support by Director Fry Simon. Any discussion? She's currently 0.4 now, right?
She was 0.4 science and 0.4 homebound. So now she's 0.4 science and 0.6.
6 homebound. Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9, administrative business. Changing the date of our close the school from February 10th and 11th and 12th to March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th for grades 4, 5, and 6 only to accommodate the move into the new building.
I'll motion.
Motion by Director Raha,
I'll support.
support by Director Randall. And we are hoping this is the last.
Adjustment.
Finish this.
Do you have you picked a date for the meeting yet, or grand meeting, or?
We had talked about moving that to August and doing that in conjunction with kind of everybody coming back, so it's one school, one community. I will be forthright, and if you walk into that building, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about meeting our timeline here. So I will have more information on Thursday, once I talk to the contracting team. It looks like there's a lot of work still
Yeah, I
to
think
do,
we're all-
in my opinion,
Collectively holding our breath.
so.
I haven't been over there for a while, I wanna go see.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item B, second reading of policy 304, superintendent contract duties and evaluation. Item C, the approval of policy 214, out-of-state travel by school board members. I think maybe we'll just make one motion for the approval of all these policies unless a director would like to pull one to discuss a Approve policy 214, out-of-state travel by school board members. Approve policy 301, school district administration. Approve policy 302, superintendent. Approve policy 303, superintendent selection. Approve policy 305, policy implementation. And H, approve policy 306, administrator code of ethics.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Director Randa Sauter,
Support.
support by Director Lappy. Any discussion? I don't know if everybody was here when Ms. Piaski stated at the beginning of our meeting that we won't have to approve anything, a policy, if there's absolutely no change. Is that correct? Is that what you're telling me?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be in the consent agenda, just saying that we review them and it only needs to be one meeting.
Okay. Yeah, good. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 10, committee updates. I think we're meeting with MinEd on Wednesday. Wednesday morning.
The CE committee met in December. We meet every 3 months, I think it is. We meet via Zoom, and once we do once in person and else. So, but it's always just business as usual. Good.
Good.
And Kirk Lewis, he's really a great mind, he runs the meeting really well, and he's a lot of information from pulling in the Hibbing side too, so it's kind of cool. Mm-hmm.
And we are, Director Raha and I are still waiting on a date from the Basketball Association. Is that what it is? Mr. Rocky? The basketball, the hoops club, is that what they call it? To meet and discuss some issues that they have. We haven't heard back from them yet. That's all I have. Next week, some of us will be out of town for the MSBA conference. Still have to figure out transportation.
Oh, really?
Vans are back.
We're gonna be okay.
Okay.
I'll be out of town, but not for the same reason.
Okay.
It's always competition with you guys.
Item 9 or 11, any other information? Item 11, I'm sorry. No, item 12, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
Support by Director Randa Sauter. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, 5:59.
Travis, I have a question.
So, I'm gonna start doing your times.
Has nothing to do with that.
I think I just watched it. Huh? Or, do we also leave out, or?
Noah said that's for,
For the
The rooms
conference.
are booked in,
Oh, yeah.
that's what, we just have to hand it to the individual at the hotel.
Oh,
Because it's booked on a credit card, which is by an individual who will not be there.
oh,
So you
I signed the
present this
resolution
one.
for you already.
okay, perfect.
oh, I'm gonna grab that from you then. I mean, you're coming, right?
But it's booked under Pam's.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be together or anything, but I can hang on to it for you too.
Unless you need me to send the other one.
No, it's fine.
That was
All right.
like a good idea, and then I guess it's for the-
Are you riding with us or driving separately?
I'm open to whatever, if there's room, I ride with the group, yeah.
I mean, we didn't send it, yeah.
No offense, but I'm also sick of people.
Rochelle called.
Oh, yeah.
I don't wanna be before the holidays.
Well, she said that you heard about it. Yeah, I've heard about it. I've never been there. Well, that's-
Is it Annie's?